Loyalty. It's a complicated subject. Who should we be loyal to? The hand that feeds us, or the people that need to be fed? I suppose it's a battle of morality and ethical beliefs. Well, when it comes to some previous government employees, they believe in biting off the hand that feeds them and distributing among the hungry souls of our world. Hi, I'm V, and if you couldn't guess what I'm talking about today, no worries. It was convoluted, and I'm not completely certain that it even made sense. Today, I'm taking your curious craniums through the top 5 UFO whistleblowers the government can no longer ignore. Number 5. Nick Pope. Nick Pope served in the British Ministry of Defense, aka the MOD, and was actively engaged in the investigation of UFO reports. During his tenure at the MOD from 1985 to 2006, Pope held the position of a civil servant, specializing in defense and security issues. His role in the UFO desk of the MOD from 1991 to 1994 brought him to the forefront of analyzing and assessing unidentified aerial phenomena that was reported by civilians and military personnel. Pope's responsibilities included the examination of UFO sightings, compiling reports, and offering insights into the potential national security implications of such incidents. His work involved liaising with various government agencies, intelligence services, and international counterparts to comprehensively evaluate the data surrounding UFO encounters. After his government service, Pope transitioned into the public domain and became a recognized figure in the discussion surrounding UFOs. His extensive background in government service and his intimate involvement in the investigation of UFO reports provided him with unique perspectives. Pope's decision to share his insights and knowledge with the public contributed to his emergence as a prominent commentator on UFO-related issues. Pope's public commentary extends beyond his own experiences, exploring broader discussions and topics surrounding the existence of extraterrestrial phenomena, government transparency, and the need for a more systematic approach to studying and understanding UFOs. His articulate and measured presentations have positioned him as a go-to source for media outlets seeking informed perspectives on the subject. Nick Pope does not claim any personal witness to UFO events. His role in the bureaucratic machinery of the British Ministry of Defense and following transition into public UFO discourse have added a valuable, interesting layer to the ongoing dialogue about unidentified aerial phenomena. His contributions, grounded in factual information and analytical acumen, continue to shape the narrative around UFOs and their significance in the realms of national security and public awareness. Number 4. Louis Elizondo. Louis Elizondo, a former intelligence officer, served as the director of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or the AATIP, at the Pentagon. His position in the government ended in his decision to resign from the Pentagon, a departure that marked a pivotal moment in his public disclosure of information regarding unidentified aerial phenomena. Elizondo's background in intelligence and his leadership role within the ATIP provided him with personal, anecdotal, and unique insights into matters pertaining to unidentified aerial threats. Following his resignation, he transitioned from a position of government authority to becoming a prominent figure in the public discourse on UAP. Elizondo's decision to step forward and share his knowledge contributed to the growing awareness and discussion surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena. His revelations did not merely focus on acknowledging the existence of UAPs, but extended to discussions about the need for increased transparency and research into these phenomena. Yes, Elizondo. Yay! Elizondo's influential public statements, interviews, and engagements in various forums became key in shaping the narrative around UAP, influencing public perception and generating widespread interest in the subject. Elizondo's credibility was further amped by his association with the Pentagon's ATIP, a program specifically established to investigate and analyze unidentified aerial threats. This institutional connection added weight to his disclosures and positioned him as a central figure capable of offering informed perspectives on the matter. Elizondo participated in interviews, documentaries, and public events, disseminating information and advocating for a more comprehensive understanding of these aerial phenomena. His role in the public sphere marked a departure from the customary secrecy surrounding such matters within government agencies. While controversies and debates surround the nature of UAP and their potential implications, Louis Elizondo's shift from a discrete government role to a public advocate marked a significant chapter in the ongoing dialogue about unidentified aerial phenomena. Number 3. John Callahan. John Callahan, the former division chief of the Accidents and Investigations branch of the Federal Aviation Administration, made claims that he had received information about a UFO sighting from Japanese pilots. According to Callahan, the government was involved in a cover-up, concealing crucial evidence related to this otherworldly encounter. Callahan's claims surrounded an incident that occurred in the late 1980s, which involved Japanese airline pilots reporting a close encounter with an unidentified flying object. The details of the sighting raised questions regarding the possible existence existence of extraterrestrial life and the government's role in suppressing such information. Callahan said that the FAA had indisputable evidence, including radar data and audio recordings of communication between the pilots and air traffic controllers. Callahan's claims were built on the foundation that the government intentionally withheld this information from the public, which further sparked concerns about transparency and accountability from the government. His claims fueled already bountiful suspicions among UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists who believe that governments worldwide are actively concealing evidence of extraterrestrial encounters. Callahan's credibility lent weight and plausibility to his claims. As a former high-ranking official within the FAA, he held a position that frequently granted him access to extremely sensitive information and insider knowledge. His decision to come forward and expose the cover-up added a sense of authenticity to the narrative. Skepticism and scrutiny quickly followed Callahan's publicized revelations. People questioned the reliability of the evidence and questioned the motivations behind his disclosure. Some argued that the claims were sensationalist and lacked the necessary evidence to substantiate them. The absence of concrete proof beyond Callahan's testimony left room for doubt. The case brought attention to the greater issues of UFO disclosure and transparency within government agencies. It fueled public demand for greater openness regarding unidentified aerial phenomena, prompting calls for the declassification of documents. John Callahan's claims opened a safe of speculation, inviting closer examination of the relationship between officials and the mysteries of the sky. Number 2. Edgar Mitchell. Edgar Mitchell, a distinguished astronaut who was part of the Apollo 14 mission, left a mark not only on the lunar surface, but also in ufology and conspiracies of government secrecy. In 2008, Mitchell openly shared his suspicions regarding the existence of extraterrestrial life, and made allegations of a cover-up. Mitchell's cosmic revelation was rooted in his very unique perspective, as he was one of the few individuals who had ventured beyond our planet's confines. Having spent a total of 9 hours on the moon's surface, Mitchell's experiences ignited a level of curiosity that had never been seen before. His claim that extraterrestrial life exists was grounded in the belief that the vastness of the universe makes it statistically improbable for Earth to be the sole harbor of life, which, you know, I agree with. It is so insane to me that some people think we are the only sentient life in our literally giant universe. It was Mitchell's claim of a government cover-up that catapulted his allegations into a realm of controversy and subjected him to severe skepticism. According to Mitchell, high-ranking officials were aware of the presence of extraterrestrial beings, but actively chose to conceal this information from the public. Their secrecy, he argued, was motivated by concerns over societal upheaval and the potential impact on established power structures. Mitchell's claims are situated within the broader context of UFO conspiracy theories and a long-standing distrust of governmental transparency. While his status as an astronaut lends a sense of credibility to his statements, people often remind others that Mitchell's assertions lack concrete evidence. The absence of verifiable proof has led many to dismiss his claims as influenced by personal beliefs rather than factual occurrences. Despite the skepticism surrounding Mitchell's allegations, they have sparked discussions about the possibility of extraterrestrial life and the extent of government knowledge on the matter. Number 1. David Grusch. David Grusch is a decorated Afghanistan soldier and former Air Force intelligence officer who worked at the NGA, the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and at the NRO, the National Reconnaissance Office. He is an accomplished man who is extremely knowledgeable of the events and conversations that are taking place in government settings, especially surrounding UAP and non-humans. David claimed that he was informed of a multi-decade Pentagon program that sought to locate, collect, and reconstruct UAP. He interviewed over 40 workers in 4 years and came to the conclusion that the government is currently in possession of UAP. He said he actually knew the exact location of some of the technology, as the information was provided to him directly. David claims that the program is funded above congressional oversight, being bankrolled by a misappropriation of funds. He also claimed to be aware of colleagues who had recovered from non-human biologics derived from UAP crashes. He claims that his testimony was based on information given to him by trusted individuals, who all had a long-standing record of legitimacy. He said that the sources shared proof in photographs, documentation, and official oral testimonies. When asked if he had known of anyone who lost their lives due to non-human materials, Grusch responded, "I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities." Okay, a little sketchy, and the whole thing sounds a little off to me. Members of the government have come forward, painting David as a madman who doesn't know the difference between real and fake. But David was accompanied by 2 officers who both corroborated his story. Is it possible that David was telling the truth? Is there an organization that is currently conducting alien testing right under our noses? All I'll say is that David's claims sound eerily familiar, and the fact that David came forward with his testimony and was immediately labeled as an insane, pathological liar shows how concerned the government is with becoming an object of suspicion. deflection. Painting people as crazy is a pretty common deflection tactic. I mean, how many times have you heard gaslighting being thrown around this year? That brings today's video to a close. Do you believe any of these government whistleblowers? Let me know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed my rambling, and of course, I hope you learned something. Keep it curious, friends. Bye!